In January 2022 we stayed in a hotel in KATA Beach in Thailand, and we decided to do a bushwalk to the Big Buddha. The walk was 3.6 kilometres with a slight incline, but boy was that a mistake. It started out by walking up a village side road from the back of KATA Beach, and there was some lovely houses and beautiful weather, hardly any wind, and it was hot. And we took drinking water, of course. My wife's only 5'4", and you can see the electricity lines above her head in the bushwalk. She was amazed by that. And when we got further up the mountain and before we went into the bush itself, we took some video of KATA Beach and Karen Beach. And as you can see, it would be lovely sailing out there. Quite nice. Well, it's 1 kilometre and 2 more kilometres to go. Now I reckon that's 100 metres incline, and we've got 280 metres left of incline to walk. Well, another 100 metres of incline and 200 metres to go. Like everything in Asian countries, the signage for this sort of walk was not really there. Well, we're halfway there, 3 kilometres in all, and now the road gets really bad, with water grooves in the road that are probably 1.5 feet deep. We're halfway up this and I'm exhausted. You wouldn't want to do this in the winter time, it would be impossible. Notice how low the electricity lines run. A number of times I nearly slipped, and I reckon there's more than a 30 degree, probably even 35 degrees incline there. Another 50 metres and I'm really had it, and that was the easy part. Now we've got to trek through that, and the sign up there says Big Buddha. I think this was a mistake. That's where we came from, way down there, closer to the beach. 1 kilometre on flat roads, and we've done about 2 kilometres, and we're well over 100, 250 metres in the air, and I'm dead. And I thought that was hard coming up, and we've now got all this small narrow stuff. At least we've got some trees to hang on to, but it's going to be difficult. And it gets worse. It's thick. There's a path, of course. Holding the camera's difficult as well. Wow. I can't talk. What does this tell you? Did he run out of petrol? Or did he just give up trying to get this bloody bike up through this KATA trail? And this is the easy part of the last section. You can see daylight, but it's still difficult. It's getting harder and harder. It looks clear, or better up there, more daylight. I'm 68 years of age, my wife's 51. She nearly threw up a breakfast. I nearly had a heart attack. Some enthusiastic person put 1,000 metres to Karen or KATA. What a joke. It's not a walk, it's a trek. I'm finished. So we finally got to the top of the hill from KATA Beach, and then realised that the Big Buddha was at least 500 metres further up the hill. We passed all these little restaurants on the main road going up to the Big Buddha, and as you can see in the distance, fairly long road, and still a steep walk. Not picking on this gentleman, he's clearly injured. He's about my age and a little bit overweight, and I don't think he'd make it up the hill. So we spent the next hour wandering around this complex and looking at all the different, not relics, but ornaments. I was actually amazed at some Europeans, maybe from Australia, maybe from Europe, but they're sitting with their legs crossed in meditation, probably the only time in their life they do it. Now it was time to head back to our hotel in KATA Beach, and it was 12 kilometres, so we decided to walk down to the main drag, or the main road, and catch the blue bus. And on the way down the 4 kilometres downhill, we took some photographs of different things, some artwork, some lovely flowers, if you call them flowers, and a rubber plantation that backed onto the main road. And here's the rubber that drips out of the tree, with the raw rubber, and here's the plantation backing down onto the road. So we caught the blue bus on the main drag back to KATA. The big Buddha up on the top of the hill there, and then photograph of the big Buddha from a distance. We arrived back at the hotel, and I felt so exhausted. This photograph, it makes me look like I've lost so much weight in my neck. And then we went for dinner at a lovely, lovely cheap restaurant with fresh, clean food, just round the corner from the hotel, and then after that we dropped into the pool and just enjoyed our break before we went back to Phuket town. The video was produced by myself, and it's the end of another exciting video of our death march up a bush track between KATA beach and the Big Buddha, and I'll never do that again.